We're dead. We are very, very, very dead.
Yeah, no shite.
Run.
We're not strong enough to take this thing.
Run.
And I'm the one.
And
Right
I don't-
here. We have no place to
I
hide.
told you to run.
Yes, I said
everybody
run!
run.
Thor
Give me a second.
You hear a voice in your head. Tell your friends to get out of the way.
all right.
That's Zor Hazard.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Zor
yes,
Hazard.
I caught you. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Okay, away from the death kiss.
Yep, moving.
Run from it.
Yep.
Amelia's
Alucard's
just
got the side as
sprinting
well.
on the other side of the wall.
And as you do, you see this woman in a thick purple cloak and a dark blue purple dress float above the hole and continues to float to the death kiss. She places a hand on it and sees the beholder coming this way and simply raises her hand to it. And almost you feel like a shockwave of psionic pulse enter your minds a bit, pushing, almost feeling like it's pushing your brain back to the back of your skull.
Woo! Head rush.
Continues that way until the beholder growls and goes back into the hole.
I will be right back.
Oi.
My dog is whining for food. Oh, the boss music stopped. Anywho, I will be right back.
And tend to the pepper.
Yeah, Pupper wants food.
This one might be.
What? In the gods. What's that about?
You actually tried to bring him back to life. I don't know whether that is noble or foolish.
As the one
Donnie
who did
slowly
that,
looks to
what's the
Alucard.
difference? Yeah. Did you guys hear what I just said?
Unfortunately, Cactus talked
Oh
over.
god damn it! Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
We
I
Yes,
did.
we can. I
hear
accidentally
you.
talked over you. Sorry.
No, you didn't, because again, delay. I said what I said, then Cactus talked.
I'm back. What I missed?
Then you heard it at the same
Okay.
time you heard Cactus.
Okay, let's
There is
Yeah,
a massive
okay.
Let's
goddamn
not-
delay, and it is getting fucking ridiculous.
calm down.
Anyway, what he said was, as the person who did the healing, what's the difference?
I didn't.
I suppose I just... No, I just thought maybe this didn't have to end in death. I'm a paladin after all. I should be preventing people from dying.
Even at the cost of your own life?
I'm pretty sure at the cost of my own life is in the Paladin 101 handbook. Page 1 in giant bold print.
That's what it was in my healer's handbook.
Besides, technically we had invaded this creature's home. It wasn't doing anything evil.
Correction. You just disturb it from its rest. This temple is much of its home as a rat finding a mousetrap a home. And you see the Death Kiss slowly get up and shakes off and prepares to attack, but the woman held out her hand again and shoots it away.
Friend of yours?
You could say he is my guard dog.
Oh, did we accidentally invade your home?
Not exactly.
Well, now what do? We came down here for a monster hunting bounty. But if we don't want to kill your guard dog.
We have succeeded in identifying what the creature is. And some of the defenses we can tell the people that we got the reward from what we have found, and that this place is holding a sleeping creature along with a description of it, and that it is best to not be disturbed, that there is no real
Wait a
treasure
minute.
to be found here.
Wait. I have an idea.
Go on.
Again, waiting in case. Thank you. If we present evidence that we killed it, people wouldn't have reason to come in here because the thing they're coming in here to hunt is taken care of, rather than us telling them, hey, there's a dangerous monster and all the wannabe monster slayers tripping over each other in a mad scramble for monster slaying glory. We
True.
just need evidence that we killed it, and he walks over and picks up one of the tentacle eyes that someone chopped off earlier. I'd say this counts.
Counterpoint, Alakar, if we tell them that the monster is dead, they will send archaeologists and researchers that do not
grave robbers.
have the means to defend themselves against these kind of
True.
creatures.
And
Okay,
correct
true.
me
We tell them
correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't beholders capable of wiping out entire civilizations by themselves?
Yes.
If
I wouldn't know.
yes,
They certainly help.
It best let them know what exactly is down here, so that they block these ruins off. As much history as there is here, I don't think we want to unleash
The problem is,
giant
for
ball
God's
of.
sakes,
I was still speaking.
and I was
Okay.
trying to speak as well.
Alright, let me finish. Basically, I don't think we want to unleash giant wiggling eyeball of doom.
You have a point. The problem is, like I said, we tell them there is a giant wiggling eyeball of doom, and sure, that'll keep the smart people out, but the young, dumb treasure hunters and monster hunters, like us, are going to be, like I said, tripping over each other in a mad scramble for glory.
He's got a point there. You
I-
can't stop stupid.
Aye, the young and foolish.
That, I suppose, you'd rather protect. But I suppose if we have to choose, better to protect the smart and simply uninformed than the willfully stupid.
So
Exactly.
if we tell the charter house what is in here, and they remove it from the list of locations that are advertised to go to, then that reduces the number of people that even know to come here. They could block off the entrance to where that is an additional deterrent. And we can also spread the rumors that only, what should I say?
Well, if
Spectac-
we spread
spectac-
rumors that nothing's in here, nobody's going to want to come in here.
There'll always be somebody that wants to prove those rumors wrong.
And
Yeah.
and
Plus,
and young
I
daredevils.
think- yeah, I think your first part of your idea of taking it off the charter was good, but if you say only the spectacular will get in here, that'll just lead to, again, the foolish declaring themselves spectacular, because the foolish do not know they are foolish. Dunning-Kruger.
The funny thing about the foolish is that there is usually a reasonable limit to how far they'll push their luck.
And this mysterious
Usually-
lady just sitting here listening to our whole moral debate.
Yeah,
Well,
more like floating
No,
there.
it's
But
the
yes.
mysterious
Yeah.
like it's the mysterious lady in Amelia who's wondering. And I thought my own grandmother was an overthinker. Does anybody have I don't know, paper? Because I have a quill. Does anybody have any paper or parchment?
Yes.
Zor- Zor has-
Or I don't know. I thought an archaeologist would have this. A notebook.
Yeah,
I have a
he
spare.
pulls out he pulls out a scroll tube that has paper and a notebook and says, which do you want?
She walks over to the duo. Give.
So he'll hand her the small tube of paper. Like, what is your idea?
I have a lovely idea that incorporates every single point that all of you guys are trying to do, as well as make sure that all the bases are covered. She also takes out the quill from her pack, writes on a note to the head archaeologist of the troop. On the lower levels that you have discovered, there are beholder kin that are highly dangerous and highly sensitive to loud noises or disturbances. Please advise your group to not come down here for the sake of their own safety. If they do try to come down here, do not pay them, do not warn them, since you have already done so. There is a death kiss as well as a gigantic beholder, as well as statues as warning signs. Bear in mind, this is their one and only warning. Signed, you sign it.
Oh, speaking
Right.
of,
You know what? That's
So we
actually probably
can-
smart what we were doing.
We
Yep.
can make a copy of this, slightly modified, to give to the
Oh no,
Adventurous
not slightly
group?
modified. It's either be blunt, not slightly modified. Either be blunt and tell them everything, or you can hide information and let the dumb and reckless come down here on their own.
It's
Ah.
modified only.
I'm in agree.
It's modified only in who it's addressed to. So one is addressed to the archaeologists, and one is addressed to the adventuring
Guild.
house that we got the contract from, with the evidence that we did indeed kill the creature, but with the explanation that it has been replaced. This should make it to where the Adventuring Guild removes this location from their listing of places that are desired to be gone into. The archaeologists, especially with the delivery of what has been discovered, should satisfy them for now.
Somebody else trying to
Yeah.
speak.
Here's a smart plan. Let's have this conversation not in the Beholder Caverns where we can possibly all die. All those in favor of that?
I
Oh, gee,
Get
I
back
would
to
love
town,
to have
please.
that. I would love to have that. Please, can we get a move on? And please invite your friends so we can also try to get introductions involved, get an explanation on how they were aware that we were here, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. We'll have some tea.
Hold. Also, can you hold my torch for a quick second?
This, I believe, her name is Zenethrix.
He asks the robed lady. Helgen will ask the robed lady to hold his torch. Real quick.
You see the woman wave a hand, and the torch actually comes out of your hand and kind of floats beside her.
Oh, perfect.
Also, Dragon
He,
said the
brings
lady's
his-
name was
he
apparently
brings his-
Zenethrix.
He brings his bag in front of him and pulls out, rummages through it real quick, and pulls out the rope enforced pot. I do believe what's in here is yours.
Oh, right. Those eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We didn't know they were your pets.
It's alright. I know where to get more.
You're okay with us keeping them?
Have at least them be served as proof. Proof of your thing, but for one moment, she waves her hand and almost all the ruins that were on the eggs, you see some of them kind of fade. That should make it more difficult for the archaeologists to determine the language of origin. The less that's been said and seen down here, the better.
It still looks like gobbledygook to me. But what do I know?
What's seen down here? What was said?
You know, I'm thinking
What's
maybe bringing eggs that could be hatched into what are still very, very dangerous creatures might not be the best idea. Who knows what someone might do with them?
The eggs
Well-
are
No.
the eggs are empty, Alucard. All that's left are the shells.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm guessing that was established last session.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I thought
Forgot.
these were eggs with something inside them.
No, they're basically empty shells.
Fair enough. Oh, might as well grab those severed tentacles too. Then we're doing
I
that.
would also like to keep the books that were discovered for research purposes. Is this allowable?
Let me see.
I don't want to
No,
take your favorite reading.
Right.
It's not-
He'll open up his bag and take out a couple of them.
The hooded woman looks to Cyrus. I have not read any books up here. It was my job to collect the books that are up here and bring it down to my library.
Okay. Misunderstanding on my part.
Did you wish to take these with you?
That would be preferable. As of right now, nothing from this temple should be outside for public knowledge.
You have some means of carrying 20 pounds of books?
You kind of see her wave her hand, and she levitates almost every book out of your bag, and that they kind of float beside her.
All
I
right.
think that answers your question.
You doing that? That is cool.
But
Oh, yeah.
knowledge? Donnie slowly is like reaching out for books because, like, knowledge.
Donnie.
What? No.
No.
Donnie.
If
As
we
much
can
as I would have
find,
loved to have these books, Donovan,
if we
as
can,
much as I would have loved to have these books, we must respect the owner. If she says they're not supposed to be out of here, she gives the Mongol Expo of Donovan and Zorahazar, they do not leave. And no ifs, ands, or buts. If she says they stay, they stay.
not protesting, if we can get instructions and can find your library, I would indeed like to research there if at all possible. Eventually, we do have other things that we need to do right now,
Yes.
but
Well, I did say for you to come and find my library. When I felt your connection, I raced over here as fast as I could. If you like, I can take you out there now.
Huh?
as long as
I'd
we
say
can
yes.
get, as long as we can get back into town in less in 2 days' time, I would also like to deliver these messages and
Hold on. Why 2 days?
'Cause
I'd
they're
rather be
both-
up
Because
there
I'm-
within 1 day, and then we can try to get a move on the next day instead of spending 2 days down here.
we're not spending 2 days
While
down
library
here.
would be wonderful. Confined spaces.
He just said not spending 2. He just said he's not spending 2 days down here.
So right,
Okay.
we would spend a maximum of 2 days at their library, which I assume is not here,
Nope,
and
it's here
so it is here.
in a sense.
Darn it.
Where do you
Oh.
think I came from?
I did not know if you had come from another location to here or not. All right, so
Amelia's eyes just twitch. But the knowledge that she does have, especially for Zorahazar, to understand why she's twitching.
Are you okay over there, Amy?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine spending the next 2 days in a library that had a cult crypt in here.
She's not okay.
Really? I didn't notice.
yeah,
This is why I don't spend time with plenty of archaeologists.
we spend a lot of the time in the crypt kind of locations, Amelia. It's not really unusual for me.
I mean, I've had
So-
to go into crypts hunting undead, but that doesn't mean I like it.
Let us go and deliver the messages and get the reward. Or do you guys want to check out the library now and do that business tomorrow?
Let's just-
Business.
As curious as I am about the library, Gabrielle,
Yes?
us checking out the library could give us some useful information that may help your cause, but it's also may also delay our getting back to helping your kingdom.
Well, our ship isn't going to be here for another 2 days.
Oh, again,
Yeah,
this
not-
is my fault
maybe.
for missing out. This is my fault for missing out on multiple sessions.
No
It's
worries.
okay.
That's fine.
They're
We
fine.
played
case-
it off that your character was seasick or something.
Yeah.
Yes. In that case, all right. I'm gonna vote for the library. It could give us some useful information.
Donnie raises his hand as soon as he hears the library.
Might as well go too. I think we could all use at least a short rest after that fight.
All right, fine,
Yeah.
whatever.
He massages his ribs.
Yeah, right?
So
I'm good. Just a little sore.
lead us to your library and help us answer questions and gain understanding and knowledge.
Very well. As she goes back to the hole and floats right down.
Well, that's what was down that hole. Huh.
So the Zorhazer will use the rope that's still there and go down the hole to the bottom.
I assume you're all going to go down?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
I'll
sure
use
we're all
my rope
going
to-
down.
I'll use my rope to go down the lady's hole.
Oh my!
Freezing!
Get your minds out of the gutter!
What gutter? I'm in the sub basement.
Dang, dragon.
I blame the both of you. I blame the both of you.
Aye.
I blame Dragon for adding on to that joke. I blame Luna Corva because I've known you. I know you.
I am completely innocent and have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, here's what Donnie's doing. Daddy's going down the hole.
I've been waiting for that one.
So, we're all going down the basement.
Yep. And
We're
there
all
you
going to the basement.
And there you see what looks to be long tunnels. Nicely carved, dark, and a bit damped. You see this mysterious woman take you down one of the long doors that feels like you've been walking for almost an hour. Until you reach this place. Can you guys see okay?
Yep.
Just took me a bit
Ye-
to find everybody.
Up
Big
center.
library. So does this room have lighting? Or are we all still in the dark?
It's a bit dark.
So the lantern and the torch are coming back into play.
And don't forget, most of us have dark vision. Oh, some.
Some, not all.
Not all.
Yep.
Ay. Okay. Well, Amelia would be like this. She would be like Donnie. She controlled her urges.
You forget, though, descendants of Nephritner Liege, knowledge.
Are you okay over the... Is it just me or is Donnie vibrating?
He's vibrating because he picked up our grandmother's habit of pretty much gathering every single book.
Oh dear.
I have our grandfather's tendencies when it comes down to knowledge. Grab what's needed, nothing more.
Oh, so he's basically got the zoomies. Good to know.
Yep. So the instance the nice lady says, "Oh, we're free to look around," he's zooming every which way, telling you this now.
Good to know. Does the mysterious lady
That
have
does
any
not-
comment?
That does not mean the next time we go into a library, you try to get his attention with every single book.
Would never. Okay, maybe I would a little just for laughs, but
I would.
The woman says, "Please do not touch
Out of
anything
character,
on
I
the-"
am.
Go ahead.
Nope, I said that before you started talking, so I stopped when you did. I'll say it later.
okay.
The mysterious lady just says, "Please do not touch anything on the desks. You will not like the result of that."
Cursed items?
Cursed items, unidentified artifacts, stuff that are right now lost to time.
Good to know.
Thank you. Do not want hair growing out of my eyeballs.
No.
Donnie surprisingly stops vibrating as his eyebrow is raised.
Speaking of curses,
Literally.
DM, what time of day is it? I know we obviously can't tell from down here, but I'm asking out of character.
As of right now, this is starting to turn into afternoon.
She wouldn't know that from underground, but was curious.
Mm-hmm. As for your question, young Sorhazer, what kind of research are you hoping to find?
Personally, I'm looking for information that increases the overall knowledge and understanding of the community, both for the archaeologists, for piecing together the knowledge of the past, but also to help those that look to the future and help them build from a basis of understanding instead of dangerous experimentation.
Experimentation.
Careful experimentation is understandable, but when you have no starting point or reference, like you mentioned that there are objects and artifacts here that are unidentified and unknown, those would be incredibly dangerous to try to experiment with to figure out. So it is best to start with something that is already known and recorded, but was lost due to being down here over time. Knowledge is less dangerous than experimenting with the completely unknown.
Understandable, but also vague. Those who try to
I don't
seek
know.
out and
I
experiment
don't know what.
often think they can play God.
I have heard stories where even the gods experimenting with things is not always a good thing.
And you think
But without knowing what is here, I do not know what to ask for specifically.
then maybe the first question you should ask, what was this place before taking things out of it?
Point. So, what was this place and what was its purpose?
You see her float towards you, and you can tell that she's kind of piercing your mind. You've been here dragging this group along. Tell me your theories, your inquiries, your thesis, your conclusion.
Johnny-
Moving
this would be something
I haven't
that
even bought him a drink yet.
something I would need the help with Nelia. So, from my understanding, this place was, how to put it, sacred to a group of people that might not find acceptance in modern society.
That is a kind of way to phrase it.
That.
Yep,
What a roll.
history.
I'm piecing it together. Thank you.
Hmm.
I'm going to try
Oh
to.
my Jesus.
What's matter, Shake?
She rolled history, right? Did that show up on the roll?
No, it
20?
hasn't yet.
It did just it. Now it has.
It just
Hold on,
now and
sound.
Mark.
Sound. I was about to say,
Yeah.
roll again.
What? Oh.
What?
Help action.
What
I
are you
have
going
been.
oh about?
Help action. She gets another roll.
Doesn't
It's
count.
only 18.
Either way, I'm marking a 12.
You know, can I try and give a roll just to see if anything happens?
You may certainly try, but you're the last one.
Nah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
again-
Nope. I don't know anything.
So Amelia would have the best process right now, because Donnie has been thinking as well on what she's been saying.
Yeah,
That's why he's been pacing.
and Zorhazer would have a similar idea going through his head, but Amelia would have most of the details at this point.
Zorhazer.
Yes.
I'm going to ask this as calmly as I possibly can right now. Are you trying to look into the experimentations that happened 60 years ago in Cam, Nemia, Boss, Celius, and Nagilia?
Not specifically. And if I were to discover that was the case, I would immediately stop and advise everyone else to also stop.
Then what godforsaken experimentation are you trying to look into? No more beating around the bush. Since you dragged us all the way down here, what are you looking into?
I was not the only one
Answer
that
me
dragged you down.
directly.
I was not the only one that dragged you down here, from my understanding.
Answer her directly. That is still a dodge.
Yes, you're not the only one that dragged us down here. She did as well. Through you. So what godforsaken experimentation are you looking into?
I'm simply trying to expand the understanding of the overall
That's still a
Which?
dodge. Answer her directly.
of society, of everyone.
The- Do you not
Alright.
understand the question, or are you still trying to dodge it?
He is answering
Okay.
it
It's still a
directly.
dodge. Sorry.
I
No,
know. So
he
as the player, I'm not sure exactly what Sound is trying to get at. My character
She-
is trying to answer her as directly as possible.
that's what she's trying to get at. He is answering directly. It's just my paranoia and my fear is probably going to the worst case scenario. But due to not having a lot of information, I don't know which way to go.
What's the worst case scenario?
He's trying to look into the events of the Dark Knight.
What's the Dark Knight?
Yeah, I'm confused by that as well.
Remember
so-
those things that
60
happened 60 years ago?
Gabrielle's not in
no,
the.
I don't.
No, I'm
You-
saying like because we were in.
You mean with the Hall
Oh,
of Misfits?
Yes.
Yep.
That thing. How bad was
I
that?
guess that it's something to do. Yeah, I guess that it's something to do with that group, but I don't know much about that story.
You've
How
got-
bad was it? You want to know?
well, you've got like
How-
half the party who doesn't know, and so might as well tell us.
Let's
What
say to
exactly
the event
happened?
of a
Just trying to say it. Hang on.
one of the gods. Poison. I'm just gonna call her Poison for the sake of this. Ripped open into the mortal plane and corrupted all of mankind. Well, not really all, but most of mankind. With her own powers. Those that didn't quote unquote fit were turned into crystallized creatures.
AKA what we saw when we were in Boss.
Uh,
Ah,
A goddess did that?
DM
Oh,
With the
Although
help
that
of some
wasn't-
idiotic mortals.
Actually, not Idiotic Mortals. It was Idiotic Mortal 1, Idiotic Mortal... Well, actually, no. Idiotic Mortal 1, Manipulated Person 2 and 3, and then Devoted Follower number 1. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, sis?
DM question.
Yes,
The,
Alucard?
Yes.
I am guessing, considering this was the work of a god, that even if they didn't know the origin, the effects probably would have been felt even on Alakar's continent, correct?
Not quite.
It
Alright.
was only confined. It was only.
What do you mean by
confined-
that?
It was
Wait,
only
what do you
confined to the continent of Alphateria.
If we
Alright, why did
had
you say
failed-
not quite instead of just no?
So, if the Misfits had failed to stop everything, then it would have spread to everywhere in the world.
So it was only confined
Right.
because the good
Why-
guys won.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Why did you say not quite instead of just no?
Because the goddess had planned to spread it through the other areas until the good guys won. I think.
That cat answer.
Yeah.
I can't answer.
Sorry.
To try to put it as simply as I possibly can. While the battle in Alphateria was confined to there as well as their goddess problems. On your continent, you guys would still worship the goddess of poison, but only like had no idea of the goddess states. So the only way you ever knew is okay. Remember in Welcome to the Show when the heroes called Loaf, spoilers, that the Drows felt like they had chains around their necks that were released?
Mm-hmm.
When the gods of poison finally came back into the mortal world, that's how on your continent you felt like any follower of the goddess of poison felt like they had their goddess back. Does that make any
It's
sense?
funny.
I think so.
Yeah. It's funny. About 60 years ago, I remember there were actually people
Mm-hmm.
celebrating on something.
I think it had something to... Wait, is that goddess worshipped over in your land?
I mean, yeah. I believe there are a few worshippers of her.
Oh. Well, that would explain the partying then.
It wasn't just the gods of
Suppose.
poison who was celebrated. It was almost a celebration of all the gods' return.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I
Ah,
didn't
In
clarify
that
that.
case, let me amend my own statement. Well, it certainly wasn't just one religious group that was doing the celebrating based on all the colors that were flying around, unless the goddess of poison is apparently rainbow colored in her ceremonies. But no, there seemed to be just about every religious figure was partying it up in some way or another.
Must have been
Yes.
quite the event.
Oh my lord.
What?
This is out of character, and I don't know if this has got a bad thing, but it's been 2 hours already. I am shocked by how fast this session has gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just sat down like
I
10
know,
minutes
right?
ago.
I know,
That's-
right?
That's time dilation for you.
Yep, we try to get a lot done as fast as
Which
we
is-
can, so that way we can have the optimal amount of fun for everybody.
Hmm.
hmm
Donnie's gonna
Well,
wave
the
his
time
hands.
dilation- Sorry.
Yeah. Let's, before we get way too much sidetracked, look back to purple person and Alucard. Continue the conversation because we got way too off topic with that. So, gives the floor to both of them.
What conversation? I
Do you mean
don't think she
Zorhazer?
and I were having one.
I think he meant Zorhazer.
Well, yeah, Zorhazer was asking what was the original purpose of this place.
As you surmised that it was a crypt of people who were looking for a place to belong and all that. That is the nicest way to put it. It is a place of a cult who worshipped something that was lost in time. Something that date back to the age of the gods, from what I can understand. Perhaps around the time that they disappeared from this earth until they were brought back 60 years ago. Or something even beyond that. But whatever it is, I know one thing. It is evil and luring.
So,
Pardon the interruption, but I have a question now. It's just been at the back of my mind.
Yes?
So, the little beholder with the spiky suction cups for tentacles was your pet. Was the big one your pet too?
Cyrus, I swear to the gods, if you ask a certain question I know you're gonna ask, I would love to see you try.
Could ask to pet it.
Oy.
Really?
Well, I got grappled
On
by
one
the
condi-
thing. I don't want to pet it. After I got getting I basically, he tried to pet me. I got grappled by the thing. I don't want to go pet the bigger one.
How about this, Saris?
Hmm?
Pardon?
You can pet it on the condition that she gets to pet your furry friend.
Eh. Sarah's just gives Alikar a deadpan look. Yeah. Don't plan on staying here that long. But as for my other question, are you're not secretly some kind of beholder kin, are you? With the whole floaty thing? The levitating? And the psychic powers? I'm sorry, it's been in the back of my mind and bugging me this whole time. Was that rude? I'm sorry.
Would it be a problem if I said yes?
I mean, you saved our lives, so probably not. And you're not undead, so I'm not obligated to kill you. At least I'm pretty sure you're not undead.
I am not.
Then
But
we
I
shouldn't
am
have
not-
a problem.
But I'm not what is known as approachable in the best terms.
Well, I mean, if it's a secret you need to hide, keep it. I'm used to that sort of thing. I won't pry, I was just asking out of curiosity.
You know, curiosity did kill the cat.
Yeah, but satisfaction brought it back.
For sure it was satisfaction. I thought it was what?
Wait, what? I didn't hear that last word. What did you say?
I said, are you sure it's satisfaction? I thought it was what?
Either or. Were you trying to say something, Alikar?
Shay, if you're trying to talk, that it's robotic.
Ugh, not again.
Yeah.
Technology.
Yep. Zorhazer was asking about books.
My understanding, there is a conflict between what was revered here and the gods. Is this correct?
From what my research has developed, yes. Though much of it is still a mystery to even me.
You interested in this place and the cult here?
Again, archaeologists. This is why I don't mix with them.
Not quite. Call it a calling. Remember when I said this place can act like a lure?
Eh?
It's a lure. To someone
that-
of my caliber.
Is
And
that what?
the beholders you faced.
Oh. That was my follow-up question. It was if it lured the beholders here too. Or if you brought them.
All this place needed is to lure one, Then they kept spawning and spawning
Eh.
to what the cult needed.
I'm so spawning?
I'm still trying to understand that myself, but this cult has lured creatures like beholders and either used them as guard pets or experimented on them to the eye guards that you saw on your way here.
Wait, when you say spawning, do you mean like eggs, like fish, or do you mean like spawning as in popping in out of nowhere?
Spawning, like
Eggs.
summoning, is what I'm thinking.
Eggs? Oh.
No, just
Yeah.
popping up out of freaking nowhere.
Yeah, summoning would be popping up out of nowhere.
Huh?
No, Cat had said an answer, but then I couldn't hear what
Yeah.
it was. Say again, please,
She
Cat.
said eggs. Eggs. She said eggs.
Okay.
Oh, phew.
Yeah, well. Okay then. So that big beholder that showed up was the angry mama of the little one we fought?
In a sense, if I were to dull it down to your common brain, then yes. Even though those two are a different type of breed of beholder and aberrations. You could say that the younger one thinks the giant one as a mother.
Yeah. She
I'm-
decides to ignore the comment about her brain being called simple.
I am more curious about what you meant by calling those like you here. And those equally intelligent to you when you mentioned that. Or I could be misremembering because I'm an idiot, but meh.
Like I said, I am not the type to be approachable for obvious reasons. But before I do, just know I do not mean you any harm. But if you do raise your weapons against me, I will, of course, defend myself.
1 second then, please. Donnie hefts his great axe out, puts it in front of him, and then just drops it onto the ground. In front of him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not as a challenge, as a means of, not gonna fight.
No, out of character, it took me a second to realize what was going on. She's dropping her disguise.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Alakar's going to follow Donnie's example. He is going to lower his short swords crossed onto the ground in front of him.
Does the same with her mace and her dagger. Just in case.
And as well, Selena will lay down her short bow.
I wish we had one of those heavily armed fighters. We could have that scene. It's okay, he lowers his axe, then he lowers his short sword. He puts down his backup spear, takes off his bow, takes off the 3 daggers that he had concealed, pulls a mace out of his boot.
I mean, that's typically the rogue! So that would be you!
I mean,
For y'all.
Fine. He puts down the other 3 daggers he's got.
There you go. And the one in your boot.
Sorry, Kay.
I'm not putting all of... The only weapon I have, per se, is my rapier that I mostly use. Oh, thank you for the smack upside his head, Halligan. Thank you for that, because if you weren't going to do it, I was.
I posted that I was.
Hmm.
Yep,
I mean, I'm pretty sure I won't attack you, but I didn't want to have a panic reaction. So, there we go.
Yep, and
It's more to make them feel more comfortable.
yep, and Gabrielle also does the same with her sword and bow, and she instructs Yoon and Hazukai to do the same, though Hazukai is a little more hesitant.
Hazukai can
I'm
just do
shocked
what
this is
Amelia's
my-
doing.
What were you saying,
All I
Shay?
said was, I'm shocked. This is my shocked voice.
Sarah's just elbows in the ribs.
Like, or see, Hazukai can either raise his hand above his weapons, above his head, or he can just put his hands behind his back, not near any of his weapons. Instead of doing what everybody else is doing them, and then just putting them on the ground. What if she has a spell such as, oh, I don't know, animate objects? We don't know what level she is. She can have that spell. Y'all
And
know what
also-
animate objects does.
Show of good faith. It's not like we're handing our weapons over to her.
And I'm also a spellcaster, and I've still got my shield. I think we're good.
Yes, you have your shield, and you're a spellcaster. What level spellcaster are you again?
Look, if she was that much stronger than us, it wouldn't matter if we had our weapons anyway.
There you go.
Can we just get on with this point?
Yes, I think she's tired of hearing us argue. Sorry about that.
That's alright. But anyway, Hazukai does follow Amelia's lead and just puts his hands behind his head.
Oh no, the tired of hearing us argue comment was in character.
But
I'm pretty sure she answered you in character.
Fair.
But you see this woman pull her hood, lowered her face, and you see her hands change to an almost fleshy purple. Her 5 fingers meld into 3, and you see tentacles start to form down her face.
Ugh.
Out of character.
So,
Yep.
Sam, what was that about Liar's Dice with a mind flare again?
Say again? Yeah, it was really fast. I didn't hear a word of that.
Sorry.
Liar's Dice with a Mind Flayer.
Hmm.
Yeah, Sound said you wanted to do that last campaign.
So in character, do we recognize what she is?
You guys can roll intelligence checks.
All right.
I'm pretty sure Selena would know. So I'm voluntarily failing.
Donnie's failing because he's an idiot.
Oof, I got a 9. Oh,
And
Zorman's
mark
got...
it.
I know, I'm just
Zorman's
double
are
checking more.
Oh, Dragon got a good roll.
Screw it.
Good, got a 19. Nice.
Yep, Amelia, Zorhazer, and surprisingly Holgan knows this is a mind flare. And you guys know how dangerous mind flares can be.
So does Amelia bring up my out of character joke in character?
Well. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just asking Sound that question, so go ahead.
Well. Tentacles on the face like that. Hey. That's a mind flare.
With a name like that, should we be concerned? I've never heard of this
Only if
creature
she's
before.
hostile. Only if she's hostile.
Which I
Oh.
have repeatedly said I'm not.
I mean, she did save our lives, so...
Oh yeah.
And she came to me out of curiosity and did not pose a threat to me even when I was asleep. So I am willing to extend a bit of kindness and treat her like an ally until such time as it is shown that she is not.
Good to me.
Nope, sounds good to me.
Wish my character could, out of character, I wish Alucard would recognize what the Mind Flayer was, because I just thought of something I wish I could say but don't have the context to say it.
Well, you can still say it out of character.
Alright. Miss,
What you got?
with all due respect, your species is the natural predator of ours. No offense, but it doesn't matter how friendly the wolf acts, the rabbit is still going to get nervous.
I mean, Shay, considering the species name is Mind Flayer, I think you're safe to say that in character, even if you never seen a Mind Flayer
Well, no,
before.
he wouldn't. No, because it relies on him knowing that Mind Flayers naturally eat the brains of creatures and therefore are the natural predators of intelligent species like humans. It doesn't, like, Mind Flayer itself doesn't convey that information.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
Because it
would
could mean- because it
you
could be
allow?
interpreted in multiple ways.
Fair.
Yep.
What were you saying?
Would
Would I
you
allow what?
allow? Would you
Shush.
allow Amelia to say that?
I'd happily allow her to say that. Go ahead, on the house.
Thank you. Madam, with all kind respect, your species is practically the number one enemy of ours. No matter how kind-hearted or sweet you may be, we're still gonna be nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. Didn't Grandma Nephrite say she wanted to do a liar's dice against the Mind Flayer one time?
Well, she can do it. I'm not.
When you say enemy, what do you mean by that? I mean, I think I could guess, considering the name Mind Flayer, but, humor me.
Helgen will beckon Saris to come next to him.
Okay, wait, there you are. She comes over.
The
What?
brains of it. Their main source, their main diet is the brain of any sentient creature. Well, anything with intelligence, really.
Her eyes widen at that. Okay, then. Slowly backs over next to Alucard.
Stupidity. The saving of the beholder was stupidity.
Are you saying that? Wait, what?
That was
Well,
in character.
considering-
Alucard overhearing that it eats the brains of intelligent creatures, he just says, stupidity. The saving the beholder was stupidity.
Well, considering that the lesser creature was actually keeping the bigger one contained, bringing it back, isn't necessarily stupid.
What stupidity? He says, nudging.
Yeah, Amelia's agreeing with Alucard on both terms of that. That was just sheer, utter, reckless stupidity. Not even Donnie would have done that.
I feel insulted! But then again,
The
yeah,
lesser
you're
one.
probably right.
Oh, yeah.
If the lesser one had not been brought back, then we would have had a very great fight against the bigger one.
Yeah, we'd probably all be dead.
Also, I'm just going to say this out of character. There was an important distinction between natural predator and natural enemy. One is more life cycles, the other one sounds kind of racist.
Yeah, that's why I was asking for clarification. Sarah's looking over at
Continuing
Alucard.
on, Helgen
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
That is why I asked whether if you wanted me to reveal my form. Because even the mention of the
Nah, it's
word
still better off
of my
knowing.
of my kind sends people into panic.
Oh, no panic
Well,
here.
if it makes you feel better, I had no idea you were a danger until Helgen told me. So...
Truth be told, no panic over here. You're just, I mean, I'm a Festus cleric. I'm a person who literally makes food for faith. I have no reason to judge you on your dietary needs.
Yeah, I know what it's like to be mistrusted and feared, so I'm not gonna hold it against you either.
You have
Oh.
my gratitude.
But I heard somebody else try and speak.
Yeah, but Donnie is looking to everyone in the group, excluding the Mind Flayer, as he pulls out his bond camera. The next person to interrupt her is getting this. And then he puts his bond camera away. Continue. As he gestures to the Mind Flayer.
Indeed. Because I did not bring you down here solely so you can look at the information that you think you crave, but also with help with two things. Mainly with you, Zorhazer. You really
posting.
want information of a cult that serves a great evil to be spread out into the world again.
Not necessarily the cult. The knowledge that they had of what these creatures can do, so and how to recognize them would be beneficial.
Beneficial for who? Sure, they go to from archaeologists, but there are those in this world who feel like they want to play God.
I cannot. That's the problem with archaeology, is that I cannot control who gets access to the information or what they do with it. But to make it to where the majority of the people know what to watch out for and how to avoid it, to me, is worth the risk. If there are those that wish to seek out and try to, I don't know, control or manipulate forces beyond most everyone's understanding, that is a risk I cannot prevent them from doing, no matter how hard I try.
Well, I can. I'm stuck in this place like a lure. I can only leave so freely, but otherwise, the song of this place keeps calling. So while I am here, I am essentially a guardian of this place. And until I find information of why and who this cult has respected and cherished and died for, I will see that none of that information has been leaked out yet.
So I believe we would not be able to do any real research at this time. But perhaps if you think that it is beneficial for us to know, you inform us of your discovery. as you obtain them.
You are quick to come to conclusions, aren't you, little one? Because
He shrugs.
I do realize that I do need help researching this place. And you are the only one I can trust to help. And before you say why we've only met, it is your mind, little one. It has an untapped potential to it, unlike anything I have ever seen before. I would like to use it, but not in the way that my kind does normally. I would ask you to help.
Perhaps I will be able to return and assist you. I would also seek assistance myself, for I am only one person, and my understanding can be limited. There are those that have the means to understand things that I don't.
I know, and while I will be doing most of my research here, there's only one phrase that's echoed in this place that I still don't understand, but maybe your fresh eyes and your keen mind can help with that. The 9, the 6, the 1 has been graffitied all over this place, like some madmen. Can you figure out what that means?
We would have to go through all of the books that are in this location, and maybe even then seek information elsewhere to answer that question.
I could be mistaken when I say these, but I think I might know the answer to one of them. To one part of that.
Oh?
And that absolutely terrifies me. If I'm right.
Amelia will put a hand on Donnie's shoulder. Just tell her.
I'm thinking one of them might be the 7 of... I can't remember all the names, but I only remember one from the story we were told by my grandparents and the other heroes. The Mockery. Could be one of the 7 or the 5-1, whichever the numbers were. It's just...
The 9, the 6, the 1.
Yeah. Like, again, Donnie is sharing his thoughts on that. It could be the group of the Mockeries group. Could be one of those things, and it's like, it scares him.
What's a mockery?
Being
Yeah, I was wondering that myself.
a being that exists in such a way that even the gods have problems
Dealing with it.
confronting. At least from my understanding of the stories that were told.
Sounds really bad.
Yeah, and it's just one of a group. And my fear is that that group might be one of the numbers that you mentioned.
They did not seem to be, I don't know how to be alien. He gestures to the lady and says, these beings are at least somewhat known and are usually limited by what kind they are as they appear in our world. The one that you're speaking of and not saying their name does not attract their attention, from my understanding. But they still take on the appearance of a person. Or maybe that was just the mockery being itself taking on a form that was like a human to mock us. It's hard to say. But if we're not going to do any research now, we should leave before it gets too much later in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. I never thought of looking for that word of mockery. I'll look over these books again to find that information.
That was one of the names. I can't quite recall any of the others. I'd have to probably ask my mother if she recalls those names.
And when you do, come back here, and I'll lead you back to the library. If you go to any other temple on the island, just call my name. I'll find you and lead you back here.
This would probably be the easiest location for me to find. But, if I do discover other temples, then
When you
I
do
can
that, you're
certainly-
on your own.
If you insist.
Come on now, we don't want him to get eaten by something.
Yeah, same with my own family.
Fair, fair, fair.
Next time we
Yeah.
get dragged into a temple, it better be for a job that we were hired for, not for a wild goose chase that we still are in the dark about. Because we're dealing with somebody that doesn't want to be straightforward with anything.
Okay, to be fair, if you want to blame somebody for this, blame me, because I'm the one who brought us down here to rest, because I thought he was going to get eaten by something.
No, we all thought that, which is why safety is paramount when it comes down to a lot of stuff. But then continuing on just for the sake of, oh, it's a new temple that nobody has discovered. Let's keep digging and digging and digging. We
You-
dug and dug and dug, but yet only one person is able to understand anything and they don't want to explain it.
You really don't like archaeologists, do you?
Is it that obvious?
She may or may not have had a traumatic
I'm
experience
so-
with one.
I'm still trying to understand what it is that this place is about, Amelia. So I can't answer your questions in the direct manner that you seem to wish.
Oh, traumatic experience. Yeah, that'll do it. Sorry to hear that.
For now, we can leave.
I'll take you back to the surface.
Much appreciated. Don't want to accidentally wake up your guard dog again.
Yeah.
Just remember,
And-
when you come back, yell my name at the entrance. I will be setting those eye guards back up.
Thing we have those notes for people not to come in here.
And you should
And-
still have the proof to claim your reward.
Look it up, you know. And if we also indicate that there is no real treasure to be found here, it should keep even more people out.
Hey, Alucard, you still got those tentacles, right?
Still got them.
Yep.
So that she will lead you back up to the entrance where you guys see your little metal friend waiting for you.
Big metal friend. Rajan's
Thank
still
you.
sitting at the top of the
Rayshawn!
Yay!
Thank you, Rashawn.
Donnie's just like hugging Rayshawn and petting her.
Same.
Saris is resisting the urge to pet the giant metal lizard.
Not in the mood.
Yeah, that's why she's holding back on it.